Hey girlies, it's Tammy. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I got an exciting PR package today, so I thought I would just sit down and film with it. So I have the new Colourpop, what is this called? Wild Child collection, which is like the dark smoky brown collection. Honestly, this palette, when I first saw it, I was like, yes! Finally, Colourpop doing darker shades. It's about time. I really wish that more of their palettes would have these deeper, darker options so they would show up on darker skin. I feel like I've been saying it in every one of my Colourpop videos. This is what the box looks like, by the way. It looks like it's a giraffe print. Is it just me? So in this collection, there is the Wild Child Eyeshadow Palette, 2 pressed powder blushes, 3 Super Shock shadows. I always get tongue twisted saying that. And 3 Lippy Sticks. So let's start with the eyeshadow palette. I'll show you guys the Super Shock shadows. I don't think I'm going to use these in my look today because I want to stick strictly to the palette, but I will swatch these for you guys. And this is what the actual tub looks like. Jar, compartment, what's it called? Component, there we go. This is what it looks like. So this is what the first shade looks like, and it's called Run Wild. It's a kind of dark brown bronzy color with a gold running through it. The next one is called Basic Instinct, and it's kind of like a coppery brown. And last but not least, we have Free Reign, which is the darkest chocolate brown with a gold shimmer, kind of like gold micro glitters in it. Next is the Wild Child eyeshadow palette. And I was actually surprised to see that this packaging is plastic packaging. They've been doing a lot of cardboard, but I guess they've gone back to plastic for some reason. But this is what it looks like. And then these are the shades on the inside. Absolutely beautiful. So you get 4 mattes, which are the 4 shades in the corners of the palette, 4 shimmers, and 1 pressed glitter in the center right there. So this is the palette. If you are medium dark skin, this would be great because all of the shades will actually show up on you. Even the lighter shade over here would be a good kind of set your eyelid type of color or blend out the darker colors with it. It does look very dark skin friendly, which I'm happy about. So I'm going to prime my lids with my P. Louise eyeshadow base as usual. There is also a mirror in the palette, which is great. This would literally be the perfect everyday on the go type of palette. Throw a brown in the crease, a shimmer on the lid and go. Really love the shades in here. So I think I'm gonna start with this brown down here, which is kind of like a dark chocolatey brown. It's called Ground Crew. It has a nice warm undertone. Ooh, this is actually looking pretty dark on the brush. I'm hoping, ooh, it is looking nice and deep already. And this is not even the darkest shade in the palette. Very pigmented, very nice chocolatey brown. I did purposefully put this dark brown denim jacket on to match my eyes, so this shade is matching perfectly, and it diffuses out nicely as well. Even if you didn't want to go in with the lighter brown, this shade by itself does diffuse on the edges nicely, so you could essentially just go in with this shade and kind of melt it into your brow bone concealer. Colourpop was like, oh, you want chocolate? Sometimes I wonder if Americans like laugh at my fake American accent, because sometimes when Americans do British accents, I'm like, oh my gosh, but I wonder if it's the same. Do you guys cringe at my American accent? I'm sorry. Sometimes we just be talking and be like, dead ass. Maybe not everyone in London does it, but me and my girls definitely do it, so. And it's funny because I say American accent, but I know there's so many different parts of America and they all have different accents, but you know what I mean, like the generic American accent that's in like all of the movies. Don't know what specific part that's from, but anyway, this is a whole sidetrack. Let's move on. I'm gonna use the same brush and I'm gonna dip into Spotted, which is the lightest shade in this palette, and I'm just gonna kind of dust this. Oh, this is like my skin tone type of shade. Yeah, that just makes the edges of the first brown that I put down even softer. Okay, then I'm gonna dip into Hard to Get. That's funny, this dark kind of burgundy brown down here. I don't think I'm gonna use the darkest shade today just because I don't want it that deep and dark, but we'll see how deep this shade comes out. Adding a little bit of darkness, but not much. Why is it getting so dark outside? Sun, come back. I'm just gonna clean up the edge here, and that is more or less it for the crease color. I've gone nice and deep and dark without using the darkest shade in the palette. Should I just use it to see how dark it can get? I'm just gonna take a small dab of it because it almost looks like a black brown, do you know what I mean? So I feel like it's gonna be really dark on the outer V. Yeah, that's definitely almost like a black, so I'm not going to put too much of that. Just going to kind of concentrate it right on the edge. Okay, let me just go ahead and finish up this eye with you guys, and then I'll do my other one off camera. So I'm going to go for, is this a shimmer or a sequin shadow? Oh, this actually looks like a sequin. Yeah, so it's a matte brown, this one here with a gold shimmer going through it. Can you guys see that? It reminds me of the shade right above it actually. Let me swatch them side by side. Obviously one is a true matte and then one, okay, so that is more of an orange tone. So the matte one is more orange, but then the one with the gold glitters is more of a chocolatey orange brown. So I think all over the lid, I'm gonna go for the shade Fierce, which is this shade up here. It's like a copper gold. I'm not gonna use a glitter glue today. I'm just gonna stick it straight on. Might regret this decision if I get shimmer all over my face, but I just couldn't be bothered to get my glitter glue, so it is what it is. There I go with the accent again. I do feel like it would benefit from a glitter glue just because it is such a flaky eyeshadow, so it's not sticking super well. So I'm gonna try diffuse this edge of the shimmer because I don't want it to be super like cut creasy. Yeah, I would definitely say spray this shade or use a glitter glue just to make sure that it doesn't dust away because it is quite a flaky shimmer. But I'm gonna go ahead and do my other eye, and I'm gonna turn my studio lights on because it's getting pitch black outside, which is annoying because it's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, but we move. Okay, so I also went ahead and took a little bit of the glitter and tapped it all over the lid. I don't know why, I just wanted to take some of it. So it's called Lashes, and I'm just, why is it called Lashes? Okay, anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and tap that all over the lid. It's like a copper and gold glitter mixed together. I mean, the glitter's okay. It looks really nice on top of this shimmer, but it's nothing spectacular. I'm gonna go ahead and use concealer. I'm gonna take my Huda Beauty Overachiever Concealer, which is in my project pan. I'm gonna get some good use out of this concealer before I throw it out. And I'm just gonna blend that in with my sponge quickly. This dark chocolatey brown eye, I'm living for it. I love these tones. I don't think I have anything like this from Colourpop. I mean, I have tons of chocolatey browns in my collection, but I don't have a Colourpop palette that has these tones. Wild child for real, because I live in a jungle. And I'm gonna go ahead and set that in place with my Vichy Derma Blend powder. And then for the rest of my the rest of my face, I'm going to take my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in dark and just set the outside of my face. Actually, quickly, before we move on to the blushes, let me do my lower lash line. I want a brown eyeliner. Let me go grab one. So I just took the KVD Cake Liner, the brown one, and put it in my waterline. And now I'm going to take a mix of this brown and dust it underneath. Oh, these tones I love. This might just become my go-to Colourpop palette. So let's go ahead and move on to these blushes. Let me show you the shades first. So these are the shades of the blushes. This one is called Jet Set, and then this one is called Trippin'. This one, Jet Set, I could almost use as like a under eye setting powder or a face setting powder. And then this one is almost like a bronzer tone, but they both have a sheen slash glitter running through it. I mean, they're not really blusher tones for me. They're definitely more face powder type of shades in my opinion. I obviously know they're trying to go for a brown theme, which is why they've gone for brown blushes, but it's just like realistically, this just ain't it for me personally as blush anyway. But we're gonna try this as like a bronzer type of thing. This I'm curious to see if it even shows up on my skin tone, so I'm gonna take a little bit of it. Do you see anything? Because I don't really see anything happening. Yeah, this isn't doing anything but adding sparkle to my face. It's not actually showing up as a color, it's just showing up as gold glitter on my cheeks. That one's a no from me. But this one we're gonna try as a bronzer type of shade. That's working as a bronzer for me. I mean, the glitter's not terrible, but I don't ideally want my cheeks to be glittery. It's actually got bright outside again. I'm gonna turn my lights off and see if you guys can see it in natural lighting. Bear with me. Okay, so lashes are on, they're still drying, so if you can see any glue, ignore it. Let's go ahead and open up these Lippy Sticks. So this is what the Lippy Sticks looks like. Normal packaging, but just in this gorgeous dark chocolatey brown color. So here's the 3 Lippy Sticks. This one here is called Brat Pack. The one in the middle is called Oh Behave. And then this one is called Sassy. Sassy is a bit of me, but they're all really nice chocolatey browns. I'm gonna do it with no lip liner just so you guys can see the true color. Oh, they smell really nice and sweet. So this first one is Brat Pack, gorgeous nude. I can picture it with a dark brown lip liner, and this is just giving me the vibes, you know. The next one is called Sassy. This is it. This is the one. This is stunning. I feel like they look so much better in person. In camera, it's washing it out a little bit. Oh, that is delicious. That is, oh, I can't explain it to you guys. These are my tones. And the last one is Oh Behave, the darkest one. They're like creamy. They're not like the matte ones that I've tried before, the matte Lippy Sticks. These are more creamy. I'm sorry, did anyone order a sleigh? Because I'm here to give it to you. Divine. This collection is a bit of me. I don't know what to say. Everything apart from the blushes. I mean, the bronzer tone one was okay, but I just wish there was like a orangey terracotta blush. Oh, that would have been delicious. Overall, I am loving the theme of this collection. I love the darker chocolatey tones. The palette is absolutely beautiful. I could easily see myself using this every single day. The tones in here, all of the colors work for me. Beautiful, beautiful palette. And these Lippy Sticks, highly recommend checking them out, guys. They're such beautiful tones and colors, and they're very women of color friendly, which we love to see. But I do really wish that Colourpop would start doing more collections like this that are just dark skin friendly. Do you know what I mean? I feel like it's easier for lighter people to make darker tones work than it is for darker people to make lighter tones work. But let me quickly wrap this video up because the sun is actually leaving me again. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know all of your thoughts down below, if you've picked it up, if you want to pick it up, if you like the fact that Colourpop is doing darker shades finally. Let's hope this continues, and I'll catch you guys in my next one. Take care. Bye.